This question is from exercise 7.1. If n is greater than a but less than b, and 2 to the power of n is greater than 100 but less than 200, we're to find the values for a and b, and they're elements of n. Now what does this mean? N stands for natural numbers. If it's a natural number, it means it's a counting number or a whole positive number like 1, 2, 3, etc. Now we're looking at powers of 2 here. The question really is 2 to the power of what gives me an answer between 100 and 200. We could just write out the powers of 2 and see which ones meet our needs. So we have 2 to the power of 2 is 4, 2 to the power of 3 is 8, 2 to the power of 4 is 16. We're just doubling each time. 2 to the power of 5 would be 32. 2 to the power of 6 is 64. 2 to the power of 7 is 128. And 2 to the power of 8 is 256. And we see this is a number bigger than 200, so we can stop here. We're looking between numbers. Which of these is between 100 and 200? And we see it's 2 to the power of 7 or 128. So we're really asking what is n between, what whole numbers is 7 between, and we see it's between 6 and 8. So the answer is n is between 6 and 8. Now, supposing there were more difficult numbers than this, because that was a very simple example, really. Supposing you couldn't write out so easily the answers to the question in a list like that. Well, you could use logs. Well, b to the power of n is equal to a. Well, then n is equal to log of a to the base b. So the answer to a log is a power. So, for instance, if 2 to the power of n was 100, well, what exactly is the value of n? Well, you put in log of 100 to the base 2 into the calculator, you see it's roughly around 6.64. And if 2 to the power of n was equal to 200, so what value 2 to the power of what will give you 200? Stick this into the calculator, log of 200 to the base 2, and you see it's 7.64. So what this tells us is n is bigger than 6.64. You write this in the calculator, roughly this, but n is smaller than 7.64. So we're saying, well, what are the whole numbers that n is bigger than? Well, if it's bigger than 6.64, it's obviously bigger than the whole number 6. It's not bigger than 7 because it's the answer 7 works. And it's obviously less than 7.64, so it's obviously less than the whole number 8. So like any number between 6.64 and 7.64 would give you the answer between 100 and 200, but the whole number answer is obviously only 7. And that's two ways of doing this question.